वालेकुम सलाम। वालेकुम अस्सलाम। वालेकुम सलाम। You're welcome. You're welcome. So I've heard a lot about you, so joined your live session. Okay, thank you, Halima. So AS level session, AS level October, November. No, I'm not going to be doing AS level October, November. So if you're planning on taking extra help, I'd suggest you do that instead of waiting or relying on me. Cedar, PCHS or DHA? Well, whatever is closer to your house. I think faculty more or less is the same as far as I know. ओके सो आज का एजेंडा पता है ना सबको, आज हम क्या करें? Yes, no, sir. So what happens if you leave 10 marks in P2 and everything else you attempted was totally correct and your P1 went really too well? Let's hope you get an A star. So that's the best thing I can say. Sir, AS level maths and O level art maths का syllabus same है more or less. AS में कुछ चीज़ें थोड़ी different हैं, functions में ज़रा थोड़े से complex भी हैं, थोड़े से कम complex भी हैं. मतलब you have transformation in functions, ठीक है, and then there is a bit of limits in integration, ठीक है. So but yeah, it's really going to help you, that's for sure. One thing's for sure is that it's really going to help you, ठीक है. Yes, I will make a video on important paper 2 topics. Lekin for now, just remember APGP is important, circular measure is important, differentiation, integration is important, and trigonometry. ठीक है, don't wait कि expected topics आएंगे तो ही आप start करोगे, ठीक है. I don't take advanced history anyway. Sir, can you do stream for proof differentiation? Yeah, I will do that. I think you're talking about volume and surface area, right? I will inshallah do that one of these days. Sir, our grade boundary is going to be lower this year. Let's see. It's too soon. Okay, I did a stream on trigonometry, Amar Ali Khan. I did a stream on trigonometry, so make sure to check that out, okay? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a stream on proof differentiation, okay? So both P1 and P2 65 to 70 marks तक आ जाएं. Yeah, hopefully, inshallah, hopefully. Given that the threshold is low, तो hopefully आ सकते हैं. Sir, I want to make a decision between Cedar and Alpha. Your suggestion? बेटा ये मुश्किल questions होते हैं. Just see where you're getting the best faculty, okay? अच्छा, I do have a video on integration area under the graph, ठीक है? So make sure to check that out. So could you do a stream on vector word problems? I've done quite a few streams on vectors already. I don't think I'll be doing another stream on vectors. I'd rather do it on the topics that I haven't done it. The topics that I haven't streamed so far. Sir, any idea how will the grades be given? No idea, but you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and find out. Yes, maximum and minimum value is lined up. This is something that someone's already requested, so that is lined up. Don't worry about that. Sir, please make a video on integration of partial fractions. Okay. Sir, quadratic completing square form. That's pretty easy. Quadratic completing square form. चलो जब quadratic करेंगे तो कर लेंगे. Sir, paper 2 leak करवा दें किसी तरह. बेटा अगर पेपर लीक ही करवाना होता तो मैं इतनी लंबी लंबी स्ट्रीम्स क्यों करता, एक स्ट्रीम करता जिसमें लीक पेपर सॉल्व करता है, दैट वुड हैव बीन इट. Sir, I make a lot of silly mistakes in advance, although my concepts and methods are spot on. This worries me a lot. So better check as you go along, okay? Just check as you go along. That's the best thing that I can say. There's no magic. Don't think silly mistakes. Then this is for everyone out there, okay? Don't think there's a magical way of fixing silly mistakes. The only way of fixing silly mistakes is just to slow down your speed, okay, and check as you go along. That's it. Rather than waiting for the paper to end and then check, उसका बेहतर उससे बेहतर तरीका ये है कि यू चेक एज यू गो अलॉन्ग. ठीक है सर, निक्सर बेटर है या सीडर? इज दैट इवन अ क्वेश्चन? I don't want to start like a war or something over here. ठीक है, I would prefer Nixer over Cedar. ठीक है. Anyway, so channel, let's get to work, boys and girls. So basically, this is a document of circular measure that I will share with you guys. I already have. Sir, आप तो roast ही कर गए थे. नहीं, I didn't roast any. I didn't do that. Okay, I didn't do that. So yeah. अच्छा, so basically मैं क्या कह रहा था? हाँ, मैं ये कह रहा था कि this is a document where you'll find all my notes regarding. I did share this document with you guys earlier also. ठीक है. इसमें I've tried to cover pretty much all the possible shapes that you will get, but not all, of course. हो सकता है कुछ different shapes भी आ रहे हैं आजकल. ठीक है, but this will help you understand circular measure. इसमें I have solved questions also. ठीक है, detailed solutions हैं इसमें, और जो डॉक्यूमेंट मैंने अपलोड की हुई है उसमें कुछ पास्ट पेपर क्वेश्चंस के सॉल्यूशंस भी हैं. ठीक है, सो मेक श्योर टू चेक दिस आउट. दिस विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू गाइस इंशाल्लाह. And this document also contains all the past papers from 2015 to 2021, and they're arranged for you guys to practice. ठीक है, चलें start करें. क्या ख्याल है? Should we start? What do you guys suggest? Should I start off with easier questions and then gradually increase the difficulty level, or should I straight up go to a difficult question? Hello, I'm good. How are you, Chalmers? Hardest question ever. करवा दें बस. अच्छा, चलें. Let's do that. Okay. तो एक काम करते हैं. खैर, वैसे I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to straight away go to the hardest question. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that is ever a good idea. So let's do it gradually. ठीक है, gradually करते हैं. फ़ोन करते हैं ऑफ. जिस तरह से आप लोगों को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, मुझे भी डिस्ट्रैक्ट करता है. ठीक है, चलें. So this is a question from May June 2019, paper 12. Okay, so we're gonna keep this stream till 9 o'clock, 9:15 तक. ठीक है, so let's try and do as much as we can. Okay, first thing you guys should do is pick up your calculator if you have one lying around and convert it in radian mode. Okay, चलें. So like I said, this is from May June 2019, paper 12. Okay, pre-COVID. ठीक है, pre-COVID, post-COVID. So the diagram shows the right angle triangle OAB. अच्छा, the question did tell you it's a right angle triangle. ठीक है, so लाजमी सी बात है आपका जो right angle होगा वो A पे होगा. ठीक है. अच्छा, फिर सवाल कह रहे हैं the point C lies on OP. Angle OAB is equals to pi upon 2 radians. I hope everyone knows their conversion. Okay, that pi is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, and pi upon 2 is equals to 90 degrees, and just like that, pi upon 4 is 45, pi upon 3 is 60, so on and so forth. AC is an arc of the circle center O. The arc AC has length 9.6 centimeter. Find the value of theta. Okay, so arc length and radius ko connect karne ka there's a formula which is S is equals to R theta. Remember, S is for arc length over here. Okay, so the arc length is 9.6, radius is 12, and what is theta? We don't know. Okay, so let's work out the value of theta. So theta is equals to what? Theta is equals to 9.6 divided by 12. So theta is equals to 0.8 radians. ठीक है, that's it. That's correct. Good job. Hi sir, please get people to explain physics on my channel. I'm sure there are plenty of good channels for physics also. If anyone here knows good channels of physics, please यहाँ पे recommend कर दें. Okay. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, now please do not have a head-on approach for area of the shaded region. ठीक है. First, have a good look at the questions. ज़रा बैठ के सोचें और मुझे ये बताओ कि इस question में if you want to find out the area of the shaded region, so what are you gonna do? ठीक है. By that I mean from what are you gonna minus what? Area of triangle minus area of sector, yes, ठीक है. So ये mind map बनाना is very important, okay, before you approach the question. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to, in order to find out the area of shaded region, we are going to do, अब जरा इसको color code भी करते हैं. Area of triangle, triangle को देख लो OAB, और इसमें से हम माइनस करेंगे क्या, इसमें से माइनस करते हैं एरिया ऑफ सेक्टर. ठीक है. अच्छा, लेट्स सी व्हाट इट इज़ वी कैन डू टू फाइंड आउट द एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल OAB. कंसिडरिंग दैट वी हैव 0.8, ओके, वी कैन फाइंड आउट AB. ठीक है. सो एक काम करते हैं, लेट मी जस्ट डिलीट दिस एंड टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस, ओके, एंड लेट्स पुट इट नेक्स्ट टू okay. So like I said, considering that we have worked out the value of theta as 0.8, what we can do is we can find out the value of AB. वो कैसे? AB is the opposite length. This being 90 degree means that this is going to be the adjacent length. So what trigonometric ratio are we going to use? We're going to use tan, okay. So we're going to say tan of 0.8 is equals to opposite, which is AB, and upon adjacent, which is 12, okay. So let's cross multiply, see what do we get. Tan of 0.8 times 12, so we get 12.3556. Up since this is not my final answer, okay, I am going to be, you know, having this correct to more than 3 significant figures. So yeah, yes, actually that's true. ये जो आपने fun fact बताया, ठीक है, इस worksheet में मैंने by the way पूरी formula derivation की है, so you guys don't have to sort of memorize the formulas, ठीक है. अच्छा, anyway. So area of triangle, now I'm working out the area of triangle OAB. So that's going to be equal to half into A into B. I mean, you can do half into AB into sine C, there's no harm in doing that. But if you take a closer look, you'll realize that one is the base and the other is the height. Okay? So let's work this out. Area of triangle AOB. So 0.5 into 12 into the last obtained answer. So that's 74.1339. Okay. Achha, now let's find out the area of the sector. So how will we find out the area of sector? Well, that should be easy. Area of sector is equals to, we could do half RS. In fact, I will do half RS instead of half R squared theta. Okay. So half into 12 into 9.6. So 0.5 into 12 into 9.6. So we are looking at 57.6. Now let's find out the area of shaded region. Area of shaded region is equals to 74.1339 minus 57.6. So area of shaded region is equals to what? Let's see, 74.1339 minus answer. So we're looking at 16.5 centimeters square, and that you can see is the correct answer. Okay. Okay. That was one question, not bad. How many marks? 2 and 4, so that's 6 marks. Okay. Hope you guys understood it. सर P1 में एक इंटीग्रेशन का क्वेश्चन आया था, A and 2 की लिमिट है, उसका कोई सैम्पल करा दें. ओके, अभी सर्कुलर मेजर पे फोकस करो ना यार, अभी इस तरह से तो फिर मैं बस फरमाइशें ही पूरी करता रहूँगा. अभी जो आज का एजेंडा है उस पर फोकस करते हैं, ठीक है. अच्छा, ये क्वेश्चन इतना कोई मुश्किल नहीं लग रहा मुझे, इट्स वेरी सिमिलर, इसको हम स्किप करते हैं, ठीक है. चलो लेट्स डू दिस क्वेश्चन, ठीक है. So this is a question from October-November 2019, paper 12. ठीक है. How did I find out 90 degrees triangle? बेटा मैंने वो काम किया जो बहुत मुश्किल है और बहुत स्टूडेंट्स नहीं करते. You want to guess what that is? That is, I read the question carefully. Okay. So you know, most of your questions will be answered if you just read the instructions carefully. Okay, so here you can see it says right angled. ठीक है, so anyway, I know that was sarcasm, but you know, it's the truth. Acha khair, anyway, so it says the diagram shows a circle center O, radius 10 centimeters. So yeah, the points A, B and C lie on the circumference of the circle such that AB is equals to BC, which is equal to 18 centimeter. Okay, show that angle AOB is equals to 2.24 radians, correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, have a look at the marks. So it's a 3-mark question. Normally, if you have a 1 mark or a 2 mark question, that means, you know, we can probably do this in a jiffy, just like probably 1 mark or 2, I mean 1 step or 2 steps at max. Okay, but this is a 3-mark question. That means this will require a decent amount of working. Okay, so now I want you guys to help me out and tell me how exactly or what should be my approach in this question. Okay, have a good look at the question, read it, of course, goes without saying, and tell me what should I do. Okay, I mean you've done this one. Cosine rule. Manahil, nahin. Cosine rule is not something. Naeem, Muhammad Sadeeb. No. Cosine rule लगा सकते हैं. In fact, wait. On the second thought, yes. Cosine rule लगा सकते हैं. बिल्कुल लगा सकते हैं. ठीक है. Cosine rule ही लगाएंगे बल्कि. अच्छा. Okay. So my bad. अच्छा, cosine rule लगाने के लिए अब मुझे बताओ, ये जो मैं line बना रहा हूँ, ठीक है, the line that I've made in blue, what length is this line going to be? This is going to be 10. Okay, why? Because it's the radius of the circle. Acha. Now, if I make the same line over here, this line will also be 10 centimeters. So that means all I have to do is somehow try and figure out. अब एक काम हम ये कर सकते हैं. Somehow what I have to do is I have to try and find out what this angle is over here. Okay, if I can find out what this angle is, or even if I can find out what this angle is, okay, that's gonna do the job. Okay. अब cosine rule से if you wanna avoid cosine rule ना, there is an easier way to it. Okay, if you want to avoid cosine rule, ठीक है. So cosine rule avoid करने का तरीका क्या है? Cosine rule avoid करने का तरीका ये है कि हम एक line यहाँ पे बना सकते हैं, ठीक है. Now what that will do is that will basically, I'm sure you guys can see where I'm going with this. That will basically cut this into 2, ठीक है. And this is going to be 9 and the hypotenuse is going to be 10. So yeah. So what we're going to do now is, so basically this is the angle that we want, right? ये चाहिए ना हमें AOB. अच्छा, never mind, हमें चाहिए AOB. So this is the angle that we want, ठीक है. So we have the opposite length, okay, and what do we have? We have the hypotenuse length. So yeah, so what we can do is we can use sine of, इसको हम एक काम करते हैं, इसको theta कह देते हैं. Sine theta is equals to 9 upon 10. Okay, so theta is equals to sine inverse of 9 upon 10. ठीक है, and AOB is going to be equal to twice of theta. ठीक है, अब everything else I'm just going to work out in my calculator. ठीक है, half आएगा, then multiply by 2. Yes, that's correct. Sine inverse of 9 divided by 10 times it by 2. So I'm looking at 2.239, which is equal to 2.24. Correct to 2 decimal places. ठीक है, so that part is done, taken care of. अच्छा, can you guys please like the stream? I'll appreciate that. Integration of 1 over x minus 1 will be ln, yeah, it will be ln x minus 1, that's correct. Okay, find the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, so एक काम करते हैं, let's clear this mess up. ठीक है, and let's try and brainstorm. ठीक है, do not give me the final answer, do not start off with calculations, and please do not have this approach in the exam either. Okay, let's brainstorm and see what we're going to do in order to find out the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, tell me what lengths am I going to consider and add. Sir, my head hurts after seeing the latest video you uploaded. Yeah, I will recommend all of you to watch the video that I uploaded abhi thodi der pehle. I've solved a really difficult differentiation question. Okay, well, some of you might not find it difficult, but that's great if you don't find it difficult. Okay, but yeah, it's a video worth watching. Okay, find AC. Acha, now you have to be specific over here because AC are two lengths. One is the arc and the other is the chord. Okay, So you need to find out both of them. Okay, yes, that's correct. Arc length and the chord. Okay. Acha, so let's do this step by step. Let's make a, first things first, let's write this down. Okay, let's write this down. Okay, perimeter of shaded region is equals to AC, the chord, okay, plus AC, the arc. सही है. अब इसको कलर कोड करते हैं. AC chord मैं रेड से निकालूंगा and AC arc, so मैंने गलती से ARD लिख दिया. I meant to write ARC. This length I'm going to find out using the color green. Okay. Achha. So let's focus on the chord. Okay. So whatever I will do for the chord, I'll do it in red. So basically this length is going to be 10. This length is going to be 10. One thing that we haven't done is, achha, please do not do this, that you take 2 pi and divide it by 3. Okay, we don't know whether it's split equally, we don't know that. Okay, but what we do know is, we know that basically this angle is 2.24. okay, that means this angle will also be 2.24 because the two triangles are congruent. Okay, then we can work out this angle. Okay, so we can work out angle AOC, which is going to be equal to 2 pi minus twice of 2.24. Okay, so 2 into pi minus bracket open 2 into 2.24, close the bracket. So angle AOC I'm looking at 1.80 radian. Okay, okay, 1.80. Okay, now let's find out the chord. This is 10 and this will also be 10. Okay, so AC is going to be equal to the square root of 10 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 into 10 into 10 into cos of the answer. Okay, so I'm going to use the answer key so that I avoid rounding it off. So yeah, and I'd like one of you to solve this with me so that in case I make a calculation error or something, one of you can point that out. 10 square plus 10 square minus 2 into 10 into 10 cos of the answer. Okay, so I am looking at 15.686. Again, not the final answer, so I am going to have it correct to 5 significant figures. Okay, acha. Then the arc length we're going to use, for that we're going to use the color green. Okay, so arc length S is equals to R theta. Okay, so S is equals to R is 10, theta is 1.80. Okay, so S is equals to 18.0. Now we just sum them up. So perimeter is equals to what? Perimeter is equals to 15.686 plus 18.0. Okay, so perimeter is equals to what? Plus 18. So we have 33.68. 33.68 rounds off to 33.7 centimeter, and that you can see is the correct answer. Okay, so far so good, I hope. Please pray I get A star in maths. Well, let's hope all of you who are here end up with an A star, inshallah. So chord is not 18? Yeah, I agree, chord is not 18. Chord is 15.686. I agree with that. Okay. Sir, AC के लिए कौन सा formula लगाया? AC for the chord. Okay. For the chord AC, I used cosine rule. Okay. And for the arc length, I just used the arc length formula. S is equals to R theta. That's it. Okay. Remember, whenever you have two lengths and an included angle, okay, two lengths and an included angle, use cosine rule. Okay. Acha, area of shaded region. So I thought the question was done, but apparently it's not. So we still have to find out the area of shaded region. Okay. Put some thought into it and tell me how will we find out the area of the shaded region, considering that we have nearly figured out everything of the triangle. Okay, jab tak I'm redrawing the whole thing, I want you to tell me how to find out the area of shaded region. Yep, that's correct. Area of sector and area of triangle. So please pray for me getting a distinction. Okay, I hope whoever works hard and deserves the distinction gets it rightfully. Okay, obviously it's unfair for me to pray for an individual person, but I hope whoever deserves it the most gets it. Okay. Okay, so you guys are right, spot on. Area of sector minus area of triangle. Okay. So area of sector minus area of triangle. Okay. So area of sector is going to be half 10 squared theta, half r squared theta, minus area of triangle, that's going to be half into 10 into 10 into sine of 1.80. Okay. There you go. Okay, let's work this out. So let's see what do we get. 10 ka square into 1.80 minus 10 into 10 into sine. Please make sure that for this your calculator is in radian mode. Okay. Okay. So I am looking at, okay, let's do this again. So 0.5 into 10 into 1.80. So yeah, minus, wait a minute, 0.5 into 10 into 10 into 1.80 minus 0.5 into 10 into 10 into sine of 1.80. Okay, so I'm looking at 41.30. Okay, so 41.307, तो हम इसको 41.3 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पे लॉक कर देंगे. ठीक है. Okay, so since there was not a lot of working required over here, we had pretty much worked out everything. ठीक है, which is why यहाँ पे हमने इसको directly कर लिया. ठीक है. Okay. अच्छा, what do you guys suggest? Should we move to a difficult question? Let me see. चलो, we'll do this question later. ठीक है, अभी हम एक काम करते हैं. Let's do this question. ठीक है. Okay. So this is from May-June 2020, paper 11. Okay. Bring on the pain. So show the AdMaths threshold. But you can find that on my Instagram. Instagram पे जाके देखो, मैंने सब अपलोड किया है. मैंने हाईलाइट भी किया हुआ कि कौन सा मुश्किल है, कौन सा आसान है. सर वैसे हमारे वेरिएंट में इतने मुश्किल सवाल नहीं जितने. Okay. Okay. It's a mix and match. Sometimes you'll find more difficult questions in our variant as compared to IGCSE, but since the syllabus is the same, it's mix and match. Okay. Okay, so here's question number 7. Let's work this out. See what do we get. It says the diagram shows an isosceles triangle OAB, okay, such that OA is equals to OB and angle AOB is equals to theta radians. Okay, make sure that you're looking at the diagram also simultaneously. Okay. The points C and D lie on OA and OB respectively. CD is an arc of length 9.6 centimeter of the circle. So yeah. Center O, radius 12 centimeter. The arc CD touches the line AB at the point M. Find the value of theta. Okay. So we literally just solved a question with the same values, 9.6 and 12. Okay. And I'm sure theta की value आप लोगों को याद होगी, but खैर है if you don't. So S is equals to R theta. Arc length is 9.6. 12 is the radius, so we can work out theta. 9.6 upon 12, so that's 0.8 radians. Okay. Out of context, but आपकी height क्या है? Why is that even? Why does that even matter? Yeah, come on. Find the total area of the shaded regions. Okay. Question: how will you find out the area of the shaded region? Question for you guys. Sector minus triangle. Are you sure about that? Area of triangle minus the sector. Yes, area of triangle minus area of the sector. अच्छा, अब इसमें ना इस क्वेश्चन में एक कैच है. ओके, मुझे बताओ ट्रायंगल का एरिया निकालने के लिए okay, so first of all, it's not area of sector minus triangle. Okay, I want you guys to make that correction. It's area of triangle minus area of sector. Okay. Second of all, how will I find out the length of the triangle? Okay, how will I find out OA and how will I find out OB? So calculate. Okay, Hamza, very nice. Acha guys, please, no irrelevant questions. It's 12. No, it's not 12. It's not 12. Acha, I'm a divide the triangle in half. Yeah, of course we're gonna use trigonometry. Yeah, come on. Trigonometry use करेंगे ज़ाहिर है. Integration तो use करने से रहे. OM is equals to 12. ठीक है. Well, yeah, that's what I was looking for. We will draw a perpendicular at M. Okay, that's what I was looking for. We will draw a perpendicular from O to M. Okay, what that does is it basically divides a triangle. Similarity concept? No, not really. Not necessarily. So basically, this is going to be 0.4. Okay, and the line that I've drawn, O to M, the line which is the line that I'm now highlighting in green. I hope you guys can see it. How much is this going to be? How much do you think this line, the line that I've highlighted in green, going to be? Thank you, Mudassir. Thank you, Fasi. Y12. Okay. Y12. Fine, I agree with you guys, but Y12. Yes, because it's the radius. It is the same line from the center to the circumference of the circle, so that means it's going to be 12. Okay. So technically, what we're looking at is a 90-degree triangle. So this is the hypotenuse length. Okay. This 12 is the adjacent length. So we can use cos. Yeah, I think cos would be a good idea. Yeah. So we can use cos of 0.4 is equals to adjacent, which is OM. Okay. Sorry, OM to हमारे पास है ना. Adjacent, which is 12, over hypotenuse, which is OB. Okay. So OB is equals to 12 over cos of 0.4. Okay. So let's see how much is OB. OB 12 divided by cos of 0.4. So what do we get? We get 13.028. Again, not the final answer. So, we're going to have to take it to more than 3 significant figures. So, yeah. So let's copy this and paste it over here. Okay, now that we've done that, what is next? Well, from here onwards, it's pretty easy. Okay, from here onwards, it's just putting the dots together. So area of shaded region is equals to area of triangle minus the area of sector. Okay, so area of triangle is going to be equal to half into 13.028 into 13.028 into sine of 0.8. Okay, but you know what I'm going to do over here? I'm going to use my answer key. Okay, half into answer or simply answer squared. Okay, into sine of 0.8. So yeah, that's going to give me the area of triangle minus the area of sector. So area of sector would be half into r squared theta. So that means half into 12 squared into 9.6. Okay, let's put this as it is in our calculator and see what do we get. So let's open the bracket. And again, I'd like someone to work with me so that in case there's a calculation error or something, we can point that out. Okay, minus, bracket open, bracket close, 1/2 into 12 squared into 9.6, bracket close, bracket close. Okay. Theta is 0.8. Oh, yeah, you're right. मैंने दोनों formulas को mix करके कर दिया. ठीक है, sorry, my bad. Okay. So 0.5 into okay, so final answer आ रहा है 3.37 something. ठीक है, जो कि round off correct to 3 significant figures क्या आ रहा है? और है हमारा 3.28 centimeter square. ठीक है. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. Sir, will you discuss the expected topics? Expected topics, I will let you guys know. I will let you guys, I will make a video on it. But as I said, you guys should be focusing on APGP, you guys should be focusing on circular measure, differentiation, integration, trigonometry, quadratics, you know, that goes without saying. So don't wait ke expected topics ki video hai and then you guys start studying. I hope you guys aren't doing that. Okay, start studying these topics, and when the video comes, then you can just sort of fine tune your preparation. Okay, total perimeter of the shaded regions. How am I going to find out the total perimeter of the shaded regions? Question for you guys. इसको और से देखो और मुझे बताओ कैसे निकालेंगे total perimeter of the shaded region. It's rare that quadratics come in a paper. No, it's not rare at all. Quadratics do come in the exam. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. 13.028 minus 12, and we will get AC is equals to, okay, that's correct, that's correct. Pair, what are we going to do? Okay, so let's see how many lengths do we want. So we want AM, okay, AAB, sorry, not AM, AB, okay. अच्छा, अब कैसे निकालें? Either we can use cosine rule, सही है. Either we can use cosine rule. I'm not going to prefer using cosine rule. You know why? Because that's a lot of work. So instead, what I'll do is, I'll sort of divide the triangle in half, okay, and work out half, or work out MB first, okay, and then we can always times it by 2, okay. Okay, so theta is now going to be 0.4. So yeah, the length that we're trying to find out is the opposite length. The length that we have is the adjacent length. Okay, so what are we going to use? We're going to use tan. So tan of 0.4 is equals to MB upon the adjacent length, which is 12. Okay, so MB kitni aa gayi? MB aa jayegi tan 0.4 bracket close times 12. Okay, so MB is 5.0735, so on and so forth. So AB is going to be equal to twice of MB. So whatever answer you're getting, you times it by 2. Okay, so AB aa gayi hamare paas kya? AB aa gayi 10.147. Again, not the final answer, which is why I'm taking it to more significant figures than you do normally. Okay, acha, 21.79. Subhash, I think you're giving me the final answer. We're not quite there yet. Okay, acha, so that was AB. So yeah, here let's find out CD, which is going to be equal to DB. Okay, I hope you guys can see the color green. So AC is equals to what? AC is equals to 13.028 minus 12. Okay, so AC is going to be equal to 1.028. Yeah. Okay, so AC is equals to BD, which is equal to 1.028. Okay, so we're almost there. What's left is the arc length. Okay, so the arc length, let's color that in red. Okay, so CD arc is equals to 9.6. Okay, now we just put it all together and we find out the perimeter. So 10.147 plus 2 times 1.028 plus 9.6, and if you've done everything correctly, we should get the final answer. Sir, cost rule se bhi, yeah, of course, cost rule se bhi nikal sakte the, but cost rule is a lot of work, so which is why I didn't use it. Okay, you could have used it, you would have gotten the right answer, no denying that. Okay, so we are getting 21.803, so we'll just lock it at 21.8 centimeter. Okay. Okay, so now let's solve this question. In this question, sir, you wrote wrong. AC is equals to B. Oh yeah, okay. फौरन पकड़ लेते हैं आप लोग. Thank you for pointing that out. So yeah. Okay, this is a question from May 2020, paper 2, variant 2. This is the COVID year. So yeah. Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Okay. Achha, so I want you guys to tell me, okay, how exactly are we going to find out the value of R, given that the perimeter of the shaded region is 4 pi. Okay. So put some thought into it and tell me what are we going to do. Oh, hello Rahel. I figured this would be you. I'm supporting Liverpool. Although I'm not a big football fan, just so you guys know. Okay. ये मैं करवा चुका हूँ, कब कराया मैंने ये? I think I made a video on this or something. खैर, let's do it again. Nothing to worry about. Let's do it again. (606). Okay. Yeah, sure. Arc length of ACD is 2 pi. ACD, you mean ACB? ठीक है. सर फिर से करा दें प्लीज़. भाई अभी तो मैंने कराया ही नहीं है. सर ड्रॉ ट्रायंगल. ओके, आई विल ड्रॉ ट्रायंगल, बट थोड़ा नैरो डाउन तो करो. वेरी एग्जैक्टली. Yes, it will be equilateral. ठीक है. So basically that's what we're looking for. It's going to be an equilateral triangle. So yeah. अच्छा. So we're looking at an equilateral triangle over here. Acha, why will it be an equilateral triangle? May I know why? I mean, why are you guys saying that? AC1 is going to be equal to AC2, but the question is why? Yeah, so basically they're both radii of the same circle. ठीक है, they're both radii of the same circle. अच्छा, अब एक काम करते हैं. Now, since the perimeter of the shaded region is 4 pi, okay, that means the perimeter, or you could say the arc length is going to be equal to what? The arc length is basically going to be equal to half of that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this line over here, okay? And what that means is that this length that you're looking at is basically 2 pi, okay? This length that you're looking at is basically 2 pi because it's half of 4 pi. So yeah. Acha, since it's an equilateral triangle, that means every angle is going to be equal to pi upon 3, which is 60 degrees. So basically triangle AC1 and C2 is an equilateral triangle. Okay? And therefore angle AC1 and C2 is equals to pi upon 3. Okay. Now, how do you calculate the arc length? The arc length is equals to S is equals to R theta. Okay. Now, S is 2 pi. Okay. Like I said, the arc length is 2 pi. Okay. What is the radius? We don't know, but we do know that theta is basically going to be equal to what? It's going to be equal to pi upon 3 plus pi upon 3, which is going to be equal to what? Which is going to be equal to 2 pi upon 3. So yeah. So now let's solve this. 2 pi is equals to r into 2 pi upon 3. I've just sort of rewritten the whole thing. Cross multiply, r is equals to what? R is equals to 3 centimeter. Okay, it's a 4-mark question. Please make sure that you show every step of the working. Okay. Acha, how did I get what? How did I get pi over 3? Pi over 3 aisa hai beta, since it's an equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle means that the sum is going to be pi. Okay, so pay close attention. Since it's an equilateral triangle, that means the sum is going to be 180 degrees or pi. Okay, and the number of sides is 3, so dividing it by 3. So yeah, and the total length, the total angle is going to be equal to what? The total angle is going to be equal to pi upon 3 plus pi upon 3, therefore 2 upon 3 pi. Yeah, 60 degrees basically, yes. So yeah, like I said, it's best that you know the some values of in degrees at the back of your hand in radian. Okay, that's just going to save you a lot of time. Okay, so अगर आपको याद होता ना तो वो ये एक छोटा सा सोचना नहीं पड़ता आपको. ठीक है. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Find the exact area of the shaded region. Okay. So first of all, what does the question mean when it says exact? How arc length is 2 pi? Well, if the perimeter is 4 pi and perimeter mein hai kya? Perimeter basically includes the two arc lengths, right? So if perimeter is 2 arc lengths, which is 4 pi, that means one arc length is going to be half of that, therefore 2 pi. Okay. Yes, Ahmed, you're right. Exact means that if our answer is in root form, so we'll leave it in root form. Okay, if our answer is in, let's say, pi, so we're going to leave it in terms of pi. Okay. Exact means we'll get a whole number. No, that is not what we mean by the term exact. Exact means that if we get our answer in terms of pi or root, we're going to leave it like that. Okay. Please make that small correction. See, this is actually well, this is the answer, but this is how we're supposed to leave it. Okay. Acha, so let's clear this mess up. Let's take a screenshot of this. Copy this. Let's bring it working back. Acha, so help me out here. How exactly are we going to find out the area of the shade region? So yeah. Any thoughts on how to find the area of the shade region? So are questions repeated? Yeah, occasionally. I mean, there's no pattern as to when the question is going to repeat, but yeah, the questions are repeated. Area of triangle minus area of sector. Divide into half. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so how about, now I'm sure a lot of others also were thinking the same. Okay. How about I divide this by half? I mean, divide this into half. Okay. And let's say I find out the area of this blue region. Okay. So how about you guys tell me how exactly are we going to find out the area of the blue region? ये कैसे निकालेंगे? What are we going to do for this? Area of triangle minus area of sector. ठीक है, that's not a bad idea. अच्छा, अब एक काम करते हैं. Area of sector minus area of triangle, actually. Area of sector minus area of triangle. ठीक है. So we're going to find out the area of sector. So yeah, area of sector, the one that I've highlighted in green. ठीक है. And from that, we're going to minus the area of triangle, what I've highlighted in red. Wait, मैंने उल्टा बोल दिया. Previously it was red, now it's green. Okay. Minus area of triangle. And कौन सा triangle? Triangle AC1B. And which sector are we talking about? We're talking about, okay, we're talking about A, C1 and B. Okay. Sir, can't we use the area of semicircle? This is not a semicircle, beta. This is basically a segment. Okay. This is not a semicircle. So yeah, keep that in mind. Segment is basically a part of a circle that's bounded by the arc length and the chord. Okay. Okay, so let's find out what? Let's find out the area of sector. So area of sector is going to be equal to half r square. What was the radius? 3 squared into theta. So theta we just worked out to be 2 upon 3 pi. Okay. Minus the area of triangle. Okay. Area of triangle क्या होगा? Area of triangle होगा half into 3 into 3 into sine of 2 pi upon 3. Okay. Acha, let's work this out. Semicircle is exact half of circle. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I don't know if you were asking or telling, but yeah. Okay, so 0.5 into 3 into 3 into, again, so since this has to be in exact form, that means there's no point in using a calculator. So we're going to cancel out the square of 3 squared and the 3 from the denominator. Okay, so we're going to cancel out the 2 from here, and we're going to cancel out the 2 from here also. So that means we are basically left with what? We are basically left with 6 pi. Okay. No, these formulas are not going to be provided. Okay. These formulas are not going to be provided. Sure. Okay, so 6 pi, and from this we are going to minus this. Okay, so this is going to be 0.5 into 3 into 3 into sine of 2 upon 3 pi. Please make sure your calculator is in radian mode. Okay, so this is basically 9 under root 3 upon 4. Okay, so what do you guys suggest I do next? What do you guys suggest I do next? Sir, is it not 3 pi? Where 3 pi? Oh yeah, it is 3 pi. You're right. It is 3 pi. You're right. Thank you. I get it. Okay, so 3 pi, yes, that's correct. Acha, yeah, we're gonna times it by 2. Acha, I saw a question earlier. I saw a question earlier that someone said, sir, वो जो corner में है उनका कैसे निकालेंगे area? So you don't have to worry about that. Why? Because what you've done is you've basically divided the required area into two. Okay, so you basically divided the required area into two. Now all you got to do is multiply it by 2. Okay, so in order to find out the final area, we're just going to take this and multiply it by 2. So yeah, so 6 pi minus 9 times 2 is 18, 18 upon 4 under root 3, which can be simplified further and be written as what? 6 pi minus 18 upon 2 is 9, 9 upon 2 under root 3. There you go, that's your final answer. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Whoever asked it, I don't remember. It's a bit blurred. Okay, so you need to go into your settings and fix it from there. Okay, 3 pi. Nice. Anyway, acha, this question I already have a video on it. Okay, so you can watch it from there. I would rather do I mean, I know now you guys might say that I had a video on this also, but you know, this for this question I clearly remember that I have a video. For the previous one I honestly didn't remember. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more question, so yeah, and that would be the end. And let me pick a difficult question. Okay, 1 mark, 3 mark. Okay, let's do this. Sir, what would you rate the difficulty of the question we did? Not too difficult. Walaikum assalam. So let's do this question. This will be the last question. Like I said, this is from May-June 2017, paper 1, variant 2. Okay, paper 12. What should the depth of her steps be? Okay, so see, this simple, you can ask that question yourself. Think as an examiner that what would you need to see us working in order to make sure that the calculator hasn't been used over here. Okay, so you can use a calculator even in the question where it says do not. Okay, but you have to use it smartly, and whatever step it is that you're doing, you just need to show it clearly. Okay, because there won't be any room for you to communicate with the examiner directly. Okay, you won't be able to explain your solution to the examiner verbally. So the only means of communication that you have with the examiner is through your solution. Okay, so just don't leave a stone unturned. Try and be as elaborate as possible. So yeah. Okay, so this is question number 10. Let's see what it says. So it says here, the diagram shows a circle, center O, radius 8 cm. The points A, B and C, A, B, C and D lie on the circumference of the circle such that AB is parallel to DC. The length of the arc AD is 4 cm and the length of the chord AB is 15 cm. Okay, so this is very helpful over here. AB is 15 cm. Okay. Now the question is saying find in radians angle AOD. Okay, so what am I going to do for angle AOD? Question for you guys. So what about the students who missed? There's not much I can say about that. Okay, you'll have to wait and see how the situation unfolds. Okay, and let's hope for the best. What you can't control, you shouldn't let it bother you for too long. So yeah, that's the best advice that I can give you. Okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a line from O to D, which is basically going to be the same as the radius. Okay, so it basically is the radius, so it's 8 cm. Okay. So S is equals to R theta, S is 4, R is 8, theta is theta, so theta is equals to 0.5 radian, and that's it. Okay. Achha, then it says hence show, and this is a 3 mark question, show that DOC, so have a good look at DOC, it's right over here. DOC is 1.43 radians, correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, so DOC nikalne ke liye, you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to do a bit of hard work. So this angle is also going to be 0.5 because these two triangles are congruent. Yes, sir, we can apply cosine rule on triangle AOB. Yep, that's correct. Who was it? Mohammed Musa, good job. Okay, so since we already know what AB is, okay, so we'll have to use cosine rule. There's no other option. So cos of AOB, okay, cos of AOB is going to be equal to 8 squared plus 8 squared minus 15 squared upon 2 into 8 into 8. Okay, let's work this out. So let's see, 8 squared plus 8 squared minus 15 squared upon 2 into 8 into 8, cos inverse of the answer. So we're looking at AOB to be equal to 2.430. Okay, 2.4307, so on and so forth. Okay, now if I want DOC, what I'll have to do is I'll have to subtract both of these angles, both of 0.5s. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, DOC is going to be equal to 2.4307 minus 2 times 0.5. Okay, so angle DOC is equals to 2.4307 minus 1 हो जाएगा 2 into 0.5, so that means we're looking at 1.43 radians, correct to 2 decimal places. And there you go, 3 marks in the bag. Okay, thank you Abed, thank you said Bacha Mehsood, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Then it says find the perimeter of the shaded region, and this is a 3-mark question followed by the area of the shaded region, which is a 4-mark question. Okay, so how about we take a screenshot of this. सबसे पहले तो एक काम करते हैं, इसको erase करते हैं, ठीक है. Then let's take a screenshot of this, bring the working back, put it here. Okay, so help me out. How exactly are we going to find out the area of the shaded region? Considering perimeter of the shaded region, sorry. We have pretty much all the ingredients. It's just one length that we have to find. So, no, as we don't know the other side. Sir, मैंने इन सब से क्या ताल्लुक, मैथ तो होती नहीं मुझसे. Sir, आपने कहीं chapters लिखे हैं paper 2 वाले? No, I haven't done that yet. Radius तो 8 है ना? हाँ बिल्कुल radius 8 है. DC length, yeah, we'll have to calculate DC length, and the good thing about the question is it has made us do all the hard work. Okay, it has made us find out all it is that we had to in order to calculate DC. Okay, so the radius is still 8, like someone said right now. This is 8, this is 8. This angle we just worked out to be what? To be 1.43. So yeah, so DC is going to be equal to what? DC is going to be equal to square root of 8 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 into 8 into 8 into cos of 1.43. Okay, so let's work out DC. So square root of 8 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 into 8 into 8 into cos of 1.43, bracket close. So 10.489, not the final answer, so we're going to try and not round it off. So yeah, so we have everything we need, we had to find. So yeah, so perimeter is going to be equal to DC plus AD plus BC plus AB. Okay, so perimeter, how did I get 1.43? We worked out 1.43 above. Okay, is this right angle triangle? No, it doesn't say that anywhere, so we're not going to take it to be a right angle triangle. So yeah, so 10.489 plus 4 plus 4 plus 15. Let's work this out. See what you get. 10.489 plus 4 plus 4 plus 15. So we're looking at 33.489. So it's going to be 33.5 centimeter. There you go. That's our answer. By the way, sir, thank you for helping me with maths. Your lectures became the reason for my conversion to. Okay, inshallah. Similarity rule कैसे use करते for DC? Okay, so we don't have similar triangles over here. Okay, we don't have similar triangles over here, so you can't use that. Okay. Acha, then the last part, find the area of the shaded region. Okay, so again, help me out. How are we going to find out the area of the shaded region? This, by the way, is a 4-mark question. Okay. So this does require a bit of thinking, no? Area of the sector निकाल लिया, उसमें से we'll minus the area of triangle. Okay, yeah, this is area of sector minus area of triangle is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. Area of sector minus area of triangle is not gonna cut it. चलो एरिया ऑफ सेक्टर तो निकाल लेते हैं, ठीक है. So what I'm highlighting in blue now is basically the area of sector, ठीक है. Sector minus triangle, अच्छा चलो, you guys are on the right track. Area of trapezium, there's no trapezium over here. In case you're thinking ke ADCB is a trapezium, that's not a trapezium beta, because the two lengths are curved. Okay. Okay. So here we are. So this is basically area of sector. Let's work out the area of sector. Area of sector is basically half into r square. That means half into 8 squared. ठीक है, into theta. AOB हमने कहीं ना कहीं निकाला था, right? AOB 2.4307. So into 2.43. So yeah. Area of circle minus area of triangle. Circle minus area of sector. Yes, okay. Zara, your answer is correct. Area of sector minus area of triangle minus area of segment. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, this is the area of sector. So yeah, I'll label it over here. This is basically the sector. So yeah, let's put this on the side. 0.5 into 8 squared into 2.43. Okay, so this is 77.76. Okay, let's leave this over here. Okay, now let's find out the area of triangle. Okay, so I'm highlighting the triangle in red. Okay, so whatever I've highlighted in red is basically what? Is basically the triangle. Okay, which is going to be what? Which is going to be half into 8 into sine of 2.43. Okay, so 0.5 into 8 into 8 into sine of 2.43. Let's see, what do we get? We get 20.897. Okay, now the question is that why can we not do area of sector minus area of triangle? What is the problem with that? Okay, it's not sector minus triangle. Okay, we've settled that, Halima. But the question is, why can we then we get area of segment? Yes. Okay, so basically then we still have this one that's going to be left. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब एक काम करते हैं, इसका एरिया निकालने के लिए you know what we'll have to do in order to calculate this area, we will have to, अच्छा अब एक काम ये करते हैं, let's see, just a second. Yeah, okay. So in order to calculate the area of the region that I've shaded in green, you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to first calculate the area of, again the question is very nice in the way that it has made you do all the hard work from the very beginning. Okay? So what we will have to do is, we will have to find out the area of the segment. Okay? In order to find out the area of the segment, we will have to first calculate the area of the sector. Okay, half into 8 into sine of, now DOC is a different angle. Okay, DOC is 1.43 into sine of 1.43. Okay, and from this we're going to minus what? From this we, achha, wait a minute, it's going to be half r squared theta. So no sine this time, half r squared theta, because it's sector. So half into 8 into 8 into 1.43 minus half into 8 into 8 into sine of 1.43. Okay, yes, I know it's a lot of work for not too many marks. So yeah, so 0.5 into 8 into 8 into 1.43. So we have 45.76 over here. ठीक है, इसमें से माइनस करते हैं 0.5 into 8 into 8 into sine of 1.43. So we have 31.8, yeah, 31.68 over here. Okay, so 45.76 minus answer, so we're looking at 14.0766. Okay, now is the time to put it all together and finally find out the area of shaded region. So area of shaded region is equals to 77.76 minus 20.897 minus the answer. So we're looking at 42. 42.78, 42.78, so it's going to be 42.8 centimeters square, and that's going to be your final answer. Okay, now I will see that you I will see कि आप लोगों की क्या queries हैं and answer them one by one. Okay, so अच्छा, make sure your calculator is in radian mode. ठीक है. अच्छा, it's not a semicircle. Okay, listen guys, please. I've noticed this error time and again that we end up taking this as a semicircle. It's not a semicircle. You know, if this is semicircle, okay, so you know what you guys are saying? What you guys are saying is, okay, if this is a semicircle, then that means, okay, okay, so this is what you guys are saying. Pay close attention. So you're saying that this is a semicircle. Okay, so if this is a semicircle, so does this look like a circle? Does this look like a circle? Yes or no? Of course it doesn't. Okay, which is why you can't take this as a semicircle. It would have been a semicircle had this point would have been the center or something like that. Yes, it's an ellipse basically. It's an oval shape. Okay, so please note that this shape is called a segment. Okay, it is not called a semicircle. Okay, it is not called a semicircle. So yeah, so what is a segment? A segment is basically, I'll write it over here. Okay, segment is basically part of a circle, bounded by a chord and part of the circumference. Okay, this is what a segment is, and I think I've written it over here somewhere. I've shared these notes with you guys. I mean, I will share these notes with you guys. Okay, so I've probably written it over here somewhere. Okay, no, I haven't written it, but well, now I have. Okay, now you guys know exactly what the difference is between a sector and a segment and a semicircle. Okay, so yeah, for this question I have a video on it. Okay, so you guys can refer to the video. So yeah, and I will suggest to watch this video. So yeah, and yeah, okay, so I'm gonna stop here. So yeah, and I will inshallah see you guys tomorrow. Let me know what you guys want me to stream tomorrow. I will run a poll on my Instagram, so make sure to participate and answer. Okay. Expected topics, like I said, don't wait for me to post the expected topics. I will try and do them by today, inshallah, by tonight. Okay, but in the meantime, we should be doing differentiation, integration, APGP, circular measure, trigonometry, quadratics. What else? Yeah, I think logs, simultaneous. Okay, so whatever topics that you were given in paper 1, no, don't do those. Okay, straight line graphs. Well, if linear law was already tested in paper 1, there's no need to do paper. I mean, it's not likely it's going to come in paper 2. Okay, so I have opened 49. This is not a difficult question. Okay, do give it a shot. You will be able to do it. I have to rush. Okay, otherwise I would have solved another question for you guys. Okay, but yeah, that's about it. Trigonometric identities ki live stream. Okay, let's see about that. Let's see. Okay, take care, boys and girls, and please do subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.